Om Shanti. Good morning to all Baba's lovely children who are free from the bondages of the worldly desires and the worldly pull. Baba's wonderful Murli has come as a gift of the day for the soul to move across in the journey and to reach the destination. Revised date, we have two Murlis, 6th and the 10th. There are two revised dates, 6th and 10th of 1991. And the essence for the Murli is the science of Karmatit stage. In today's Murli, Baba is explaining different methods in order to reach our final destination of becoming Karmatit. That is going beyond all the bondages of actions and the fruit of actions. I request everyone to please put your mobiles on your light mode or silence mode, because this gathering is not ordinary. We are listening to Almighty Authority. It is the most powerful gathering in the world, in the universe of all the time. So the only way we can respect the invisible authority is by being present in a visible way, being stable with our mind and intellect focused on what exactly the message he is giving today. Today's Murli is a very, very powerful Murli, which gives us the inner empowerment in order to practice such type of actions which shall make us free from all time. And with this freedom, we go beyond. With this freedom, we perform actions that are accurate, that are charitable, that are divine, and also accumulate the power of actions and go and claim the complete inheritance for the golden age. Science of Karmatit stage. Baba says, are you continuing to come close to the Karmatit stage as we check ourselves from our day-to-day routine? How far we are from our destination. The world will continue to exist, but the world which is now going on, it shall not remain the way it is, isn't it? So soon the world will change as per the time, but how far I, the soul, have transformed in this journey to achieve perfection. So Baba is asking, actions are increasing, but to be Karmatit means to be beyond the effect of any bondage of actions. Let this experience continue to increase. We are performing the actions, but we are beyond, completely detached. There is no effect of those actions on us. Actions are mixed with situations, interactions, and the people around, isn't it? When we are performing a particular action, sometimes it is alone, sometimes it is in others' company as well. So others' moods, behaviors, emotions, and state of mind is also spreaded in the atmosphere as a vibration. So not to be affected by others' behavior, not to be affected by the situations, not to be even having an expectation of our own action. Going beyond is like that. So Baba says that actions are increasing, but let this experience of going beyond the actions, the effect of actions, the bondage of actions also should increase. Let there be detachment. Just as I, the soul, performed actions through this body and then became detached from it. So do not be affected by any task, whatever the result is of any act you carry out. Let there be detachment in attaining the fruit of that task. The fruit of action means not to be affected by whatever is the result. The fruit of action. What is the fruit of any action? Is not to be affected by the result of it. This is the real fruit of action. If I'm getting affected with the result, if getting affected with the result means it's not the result which is affecting me, it is my own interest in the result, my own expectation that I need to do this, I need to do that, I want this, and because I need this, I have to do this. So it is having a desire of that particular result. So the bondage and attachment towards that particular result. So Baba says that going beyond and not having an effect or the real fruit of an action is to be beyond the attachment of the result. But just to continue to experience absolute detachment. One is detachment. You're all at present detached from your family as they are staying at home and you're here for the class. And you're also detached from certain things in the mind because you know the purpose of why you're sitting here. You're listening to Almighty Baba, and you know that you are here to take the directions to transform the self, that's purification, and then going to wilderness. The purpose is clear. So many things are not there in the mind. Am I right? Yeah, the mind is very light. This is a limited detachment. Baba says absolute detachment is not having the consciousness of even the organs of the body through which we perform actions. Someone else, let it be as though someone else made you to do it and we just did it. How we have to have the consciousness that God is my master. He's making me do and I'm doing it. That's all. Someone else is making me do and I'm just doing it. I have no personal attachment or interest in whatever I'm doing. It's not with negligence, but it is with disinterest. With disinterest also, you will do things better. Are you understanding the slight missing ingredient when people speak about detachment? They just feel that with that neglection, with that, completely, they are not into it. But we are performing actions. Detachment means not to have the feeling of bondage with the result of the action. So someone made you to do it and you were just the instrument. Like in the kitchen, we have a lot of instruments, isn't it? What do we have in kitchen? What do we have in kitchen? We have knives, we have grinders, isn't it? Pots. We have a lot of things. Spoons. So there are separate spoons for cooking. There's separate spoons for eating. There's separate spoons for serving. Right? They're separate. So if you take the spoons, when you want to pick up a spoon will not get up and ask, listen, master, use me. I'm the best. I know everything to do. With me, you can do all the activities. Will the spoon will come and ask? No. We know which spoon to be used as per the need, isn't it? And if you pick up one spoon, the other spoon will not get annoyed, isn't it? And if you want this particular spoon, that spoon will not tell me, please, not now. I'm not ready. Use other spoon. No, isn't it? In the same case with knives and other things, instruments are like that. They are used and they become useful as per the need of the master. So we also should be an instrument like that. But we are living instruments. And so when God gives us the direction to be useful in service, we should be available, should not give excuses in the mind. And when Baba says, become absolute detached, yes, Baba. This is like whatever Baba says, it's an instrumental quality to follow God's directions. So Baba says, just like an instrument, someone made you to do it and you were just an instrument to do it. However, you have to be detached even about being an instrument. Do you feel that your karmatic stage is increasing in this way? The stage is already there within, but we need to attain it completely. As the other virtues and powers within the soul are in a dormant state, and we are working on it by invoking them. The stages of the Maharathis are clearly continuing to be different and loving compared with those of others, are they not? Those who are Maharathis, their stage is changing constantly. What you saw them 10 years before and today, there's a vast difference. And Maharathis constantly are working on themselves as well as the service. So Baba says that number one, there is a change. Number two, it is clearly visible. And number three, the difference is they are becoming more loving. Just as Father Brahma was very clear, in the same way, the instrument souls in corporeal form are also becoming clear with their corporeal forms number-wise. Now, in the corporeal way, which is in the physical way, which is a visible way, the things are becoming much more clear. Okay, we all have very good intentions and we have lots of love for God. It is invisible, but Maharathis are those that gradually the attention is more on the purpose, this spiritual purpose. And that's the reason the change is brought with a lot of attention. And so Baba says, this particular thing is becoming very clear in the corporeal form. And karmatit means loving and detached. You have love, and at the same time, your love is not an attachment. That you love and take sorrow from people. You love and be affected with their behavior. You love for the sake of that because we both belong to one Father. That's all. There's no other reason for us to love too much or physically seeing some specialities and getting gaga about it. So Baba says, others perform actions and you also perform actions, but your way of performing those actions are different. There is a difference in the stage because at the stage of mind and vibrations of your attitude is so different. There's a lot of difference in performing the same simple act. You know, an ordinary person is walking on the road and a Brahmin is walking on the road. Is there a difference or not? There is, isn't it? How will the ordinary person will walk on the road? He would see others and feel that everyone is looking at me and walk properly. One. Two, he would watch everything that is on the road and he would take interest in everything. And he would look at everyone's behavior, observing others mostly. But a Brahmin, when he's walking, how does he walk? He walks with his own inner consciousness that I am a soul, and if anyone is visible in front also, they would see others as a soul, and they would walk with a smile of spirituality and purity. They won't even pull the attention of anybody in any other way other than the pure intentions. They spread that consciousness of being of peace, being of pure love, being of happiness and child of God. This consciousness is always walking with us, isn't it? In each and every action that you perform, Baba says there is a difference in the stage. Whatever happens, you just become detached from that. Baba says, whatever happens, just become detached from that. It doesn't mean you escape. There is other words used. One is leaving, one is escapism, the other one is I don't know. There are many such words in this regard. Yes, isn't it? Because the way we perform the actions, there are many such words in this. So Baba says that being detached means is not divorcing the action, but you're performing the same action, but you are not putting your feelings and expectations of the action in it. So Baba says you perform actions. Baba is saying you perform actions. And after performing those actions, you feel as though you didn't do anything. You don't really will always tell, listen, that day I did this for you. That day I did. Past I did a lot. So we don't really speak about that we did like this. So Baba says those who are detached feelings, they do the job, and after finishing, they feel as if they haven't done anything. Because they don't get tired with such type of feelings of attachment and expectations. The one who inspired you, made you do it. That's all. So you will continue to experience such a stage. You will feel lightness while performing actions. There is lightness in the body and lightness in the stage of your mind, and the result of actions does not pull your mind. Do you have such a stage? Baba is asking. There's so many things that we said. Number one, you still perform your actions. Number two, you feel lightness. Number three, the body also will be very light. And the stage in your mind is full of light. And the number four is the result of the action will not fill your mind. Whatever is happening is okay. It's not good, okay. It is good, okay. For everything, I'm okay. You become a personality of okay, completely detached. It's fine. Things may not be fine, but we will be fine within the mind. The more the task continues to increase, the more your lightness also will also increase. The more the task continue to increase, more and more service is increasing, more and more attention Baba is giving. So Baba says, as you do more, people outside, they say, stress, stress. But here Baba says, anyway, you have to do more. So what is the stress in this? You're prepared well in advance, early, since early morning Baba is prepared. So mentally you're fit, intellectually also you're strong, emotionally you are super strong. So physically, the one aspect, it will certainly become strong because it has got a wonderful energy, pure energy within it. So Baba says, see, the more the task continues to increase, the more the lightness will be there, and lightness will also increase. Actions will not pull you to themselves. Actions will not pull you to themselves. You understand? Actions will not pull you to themselves, but you will carry them out as though the master is inspiring the actions to take place and the instrument is carrying them out as an instrument. You'll feel as if the actions, most of the time we feel pulled by actions, isn't it? My work is calling me, I have to finish this work, this work, this work. So this is like pulled by the actions, always talking about actions, always talking about work, work, work. But if you have the detachment, you will feel the master is asking you to finish the task. As an instrument, we are doing the task. We are not pulled by action. Because what happens, sometimes that action is there, sometimes it is not there. And when it is not there, we don't take sorrow of it. Is it okay, sister? We don't take sorrow of doing something or not doing something. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Sorry for the disturbance. I thought you're all not able to see Baba, so that adjustment has to be made. So Baba said that actions will not pull you to themselves, but you will carry them out as though the master is inspiring the actions to take place, and the instrument is carrying them out as an instrument. The sign of lightness in the soul is that the special powers of the soul. What are the special powers of the soul? The mind, intellect, and sanskars will also continue to become light in the same way. Your thoughts will give you the experience of the stage of completeness. And that complete lightness, for everything Baba is explaining, especially complete lightness, absolute detachment. The decision-making power of the intellect will also work as though it hasn't done anything and no sanskar will attract you. If you're detached, sanskars will not attract. It is a very powerful insight. When we are detached from the fruit of the action, then the sanskar, what is the sanskar? The sanskar of attachment towards the effect of the action, towards anything of the action, the fruit, the result of it, or the process of it. It will not be there. There is a sanskar in all of us to do things. Baba says those sanskars will not emerge. You will still do the action, perform the action with complete lightness. So Baba says the decision-making power of the intellect will also work as though it hasn't done anything. And no sanskar will attract you. It will be as though the Father's sanskars are working. And at that time, when we are free from our own sanskars, then Father's sanskars will work on us. Baba's sanskars, divine sanskars. Father's sanskars are working, so you will be experiencing lightness in all the three subtle powers. The mind is light, the intellect is light, and also the sanskaras are light. It will automatically emerge from everyone's heart and lips, as is the Father, so are the children. Are you listening? Brother Leonard, Sister Pavitra?
Yes, I'm listening.
Oh, lovely.
Yes,
So Baba says the moment, wonderful. Baba says the moment you are using God's sanskars, then the people will look at you and say, as is the Father, so are the children. They are so loving and they are so detached. Because according to the time, the atmosphere outside will continue to become heavier day by day. People start committing a lot of mistakes. Negativity will grow like storm, and people will not have any more attention on the truth. And there are many things are going to go very chaotic around the world. So Baba says that when the atmosphere will continue to become heavier day by day, according to the time, you should become more loving and detached. The heavier the atmosphere outside becomes, the lighter the thoughts, actions, and relationships of the specially beloved children will continue to become. Because of this lightness, all your activities will continue in a very light manner. Because the atmosphere is tamopradhan, others will experience heaviness in many different ways. Those who are not practicing this, they always experience heaviness in different ways because of the atmosphere is tamopradhan. So those who are affected by the atmosphere, they will experience heaviness. In the same atmosphere, those who are practicing detachment and connection with the one Father, then certainly what will happen? They experience lightness. There will be heaviness in the nature and Heaviness in the attitude of human souls. Those who don't practice detachment, they are heavy in their nature and attitude. For this too, your lightness will make others light. Actually, everything is going on well, is it not? You are not affected by the activities, are you? Are you affected by the activities, what is going on around? I did not got the position, or I did not get the big money. Everything is happening around. But are you affected by what is happening around? You are not affected by the activities, but you are able to create an impact on the activities. Whatever you do or hear, the stage of your lightness creates an impact on the task. Any fluctuation in the activities does not affect you. An unshakable stage also makes the task unshakable. A task that is impossible in every way is easily becoming possible and will continue to do so. The task which is impossible is getting possible, and easily it is getting done. And Baba says it will continue to do so. Acha, in order to be seated on the heart throne and the throne of the world, give happiness and receive happiness. Today, the master of the world is seeing his children, who are the children and the masters. All the children are at present masters of themselves, and in other words, too, they will become masters of the world. Now, there's another Murli of 10. Now what Murli we read was 6, now it is 10. The two of ones in 1991. Bible says, godly children become the masters. Brahmin souls means souls who are masters. At present, you are the masters of all your sense organs. You are not souls who are independent. You are the ones who have a right. That is to say, you are the masters. You are not under the influence of your physical organs. But then would you please mind to close the doors? This one and the other one also. Baba says, this is why you are the children who are the masters. You experience the godly intoxication of being a child, and you also experience the intoxication of being a self-sovereign. The two types of intoxication. Number one is I am a child of God. Number two is I am a self-sovereign. That is, when you are practicing soul consciousness, you have the control over the subtle organs and also the physical organs. So you have double intoxication. The sign of intoxication is imperishable spiritual happiness. Do you constantly experience yourselves to be the souls out of the whole world who have the fortune of happiness? Wow, my elevated fortune, that is my elevated love. You have the fortune of happiness, and you constantly eat the nourishment of happiness. You have the fortune of happiness, and you constantly eat the nourishment of happiness and serve it to others as well. Along with that, you always swing in the swing of happiness. You give others the great donation of the happiness and create their fortune of happiness. In the same way, you have made your life as invaluable as a diamond. Or are you still making it like that? Have you already made it that? Or is it still being made that now? Brahmin life means to stay in happiness, to eat the nourishment of happiness, and to swing in the swinger of happiness. You are such Brahmins, are you not? What is there in life apart from happiness? Your life itself is happiness. We don't need to do anything for happiness, because many people say, I'm not happy because you're not paying me this much. I'm not happy because you're not giving me this much. So it is, the happiness is dependent on the behavior and the attainments in the life. What is your good name, brother? What is your good name? Your name? Brother Wale. So Baba is saying happiness. You don't need to do anything for happiness. Your life itself is already full of happiness. Your life itself is happiness. If you do not have happiness, you do not have a Brahman life. You know, those who criticize, those who cry a lot inside and even outside, those who complain a lot, and what is all the C's, the 7 C's: criticize, compare, compete, complain, crying, cribbing, and so much of corruption, all the C's. So these are the C's which are troublesome. If they are there, then there is no happiness. To remain happy is to live a life worthy living. To remain happy, what do we have to do? We have to live our life as a worthy living. Today, Babdada was seeing the account of charity of all the children. Because all of you are charitable souls, you are accumulating accounts of the charity for innumerable births. And how much charity did you accumulate throughout the whole day? You can check this for yourselves. Can you not? One is to give a donation and the other is to perform charity. Charity has greater service than a donation. An act of charity is an act of altruistic service. An act of charity is not showy, but it is not from your heart. A donation can either be showy or from your heart. An act of charity is an act in which you become cooperative with souls at their time of need, and that is you are useful to them. A soul who performs charitable actions receives blessings from the hearts of many, many souls. They don't just say thanks with your lips. They don't just say thanks with their lips, but the attainments of blessings in their hearts are accumulated in an incognito way. A charitable soul overflows with the instant fruit he receives from God's blessings and blessings from the souls. The vision and attitude of a charitable soul give others the experience of blessings. The sparkle of satisfaction and contentment constantly is visible on the face of charitable souls. Because of the fruit he has claimed, a charitable soul is constantly beyond having arrogance or feeling insulted. You know, charitable soul will never feel insulted. It is ego. The small petty things also you feel insulted, challenged, judged. So all these feelings are because of body consciousness and ego. But a charitable soul, because of the fruit he has claimed, a charitable soul is constantly beyond having arrogance of the feelings of insulted. See, such fruits help us to be free from such feelings of insult, because that soul is an emperor who is overflowing. The one who is feeling that I am an emperor is always overflowing, and the one who is overflowing cannot be feeling that insults and all. He is a carefree emperor beyond having arrogance or feeling insulted. A charitable soul uses the power of his charity in his every thought, at every moment of upheaval, and in every action in a worthwhile way. The sign of the account of charity accumulating is that waste finishes. What is the sign that I'm accumulating lot of good things? So if I'm accumulating charity, the sign is, what is the sign? The waste shall finish. Such a charitable soul claims the throne of the kingdom of the world. So check your account. To what extent have I become such a charitable soul? If you are asked, are you all charitable souls? All of you would reply, Haji. Would you not? Haji means yes, please. All of you are charitable souls, but number wise. Or are all of you number one? Which one? Are you number wise or are you number one? You are number wise, are you not? How many will sit on the throne in the golden and silver ages? Will all of you sit on it together? You know, one throne can, all of the people can sit together. So all of you are number wise, are you not? Why is the number created? What is the reason for the numbers to be created? Why the numbers are created? Brother Wale? Oh, either you are number one or number wise. But why such numbers are created? On what basis? Baba says that Bab Dada especially checked one special aspect of the children. So Baba is asking, how many will sit on the throne in the golden and silver ages? Will all of you sit on it together? So all of you are number wise. Are you not? Why is the number created? What is the reason Bab Dada especially checked one especially aspect of the, Baba says, Bab Dada especially checked one special aspect of the children. That one thing becomes an obstacle to your becoming number one. What is that one thing which is an obstacle and which is not making us to be number one? Now, Baba says, during the year of Tapasya, this 1991 has been announced as the year of Tapasya. Tapasya means intense meditation. Lot of hours you will sit and spend most of the time in meditation. Now, during the year of Tapasya, does everyone have the aim of becoming during the year of Tapasya, does everyone have the aim of becoming complete and of becoming number wise? You want to become, and take another seat, brother, that is not okay. The chair is not good. Yeah, you can sit. You want to become complete, do you not? All of you speak one slogan and you also write it and display it. The slogan is give happiness and take happiness.
Yes.
Give happiness,
Give happiness
and take happiness.
take happiness.
Everyone has this one slogan, give happiness and take happiness. Don't cause sorrow and don't take sorrow. This slogan is firm. But it is not to make others please. To make others happy, you don't need to please them. So Baba says, constantly give happiness. Don't take sorrow. Most of the people, they don't give sorrow, but they will take sorrow. That is also not a good thing. This slogan is firm. So what was the result that Baba saw? Baba is asking, what was the result that Baba saw? However, only half the slogan is okay. In terms of causing, you think that you should not cause sorrow. But when it comes to taking, you say that one caused me sorrow. And that is why this happened. That one said this one did that. And that is why this has happened. You make a judgment in this way. Do you not? You become your own lawyer and present your case with these things. So you pay attention well to half the slogan, but you should underline it even more. Give happiness, take happiness, isn't it? This is the complete slogan. But Baba says you become lawyer and you do only half, you practice only half the slogan. You pay attention well onto the half of the slogan, but we are supposed to underline even more than that. At least there is attention paid to the half of the slogan. However, the attention paid to other half of the slogan is in name only. Some slogans we think we are paying attention, Baba says it's namesake, we are showing off that we pay attention. That one caused sorrow, but why did you take it? First is give happiness, take happiness. Second is don't give sorrow and don't take sorrow. So Baba says you don't try to give sorrow. That is what is you are doing very good. You pay attention, but only half of it you are practicing. The second half also is equally important. That is don't take sorrow. Baba says, however, the attention paid to the other half of the slogan is missed the name only. That one caused me sorrow. But why did you take it? He gave to you, but why did you take it? Who told you to take it? If somebody come and thrashes you, insults you, or judges upon you, or shows finger on you, it's up to us to accept or not to accept. If you don't accept, it doesn't mean anything, isn't it? And the person also who came, he might have come with some weaknesses, certainly. Sanskars, number one. Number two, account. There are only two reasons why a person is very much aggressive or violent. There are only two reasons. Number one is sanskar. And if it is sanskar, you cannot do anything because we cannot change anybody's sanskar. And if it is account, then also we cannot do anything because he has to finish the account and go. So he came and he played his own part. So we should be completely remembering this slogan. That one caused sorrow, but why did you take it? Who told you to take it? Is it the father's Srimad to take sorrow? Do you fill your aprons with sorrow? So don't cause sorrow and don't take sorrow. Only then will you become a charitable soul. Only then will you become a tapasvi soul. To become a tapasvi soul, to have transformation. Therefore, take any sorrow they cause you in the form of happiness. Therefore, take any sorrow they cause you in the form of happiness. You need a lot of courage to do this. People are giving sorrow and you take it as happiness. Bring about transformation. Only then will you be called as tapasvi. A tapasvi is constantly happy, and a tapasvi shall not give or take sorrow, and a tapasvi shall take sorrow also as happiness. Consider defamation to be praise, and you will then be called as charitable souls. Mother Jagadamba constantly made this lesson firm for all the children. See the souls who insult you or cause you sorrow with the vision of being an embodiment of mercy. Don't see them with the vision of defamation. They may insult you, but you must offer them flowers. So you will then be able to call as charitable souls. Embrace those who insult you with your heart. Don't embrace them superficially, but with your heart, with your mind. So this is the aspect that becomes an obstacle to accumulate. I must not cause sorrow. I must not cause it, but I must not take it either. Since it is not anything good, why do you take the rubbish and accumulate it? When you take sorrow, you accumulate rubbish. What will emerge from the rubbish? Gems in the form of traces of sin. You don't commit big sins. Traces of sin now remain, but there should not be even a trace of it. Many children say very sweet things, but Baba, they say very sweet things to Baba. Everyone has a heart-to-heart conversation and says very sweet things. One slogan has become firm to everyone. We didn't want to be happy, but it has happened. What should I do? If you didn't want it to happen, who else wanted it to happen? That you say it happened? Is there any other soul? It should not happen, but it happens. Who is saying this? Is some other soul saying this, or are you saying it? You will not prove your tapasya through these things. Whatever should not happen, whatever should not be done, whatever should not happen, whatever should not be done, for that not to happen or be done is the sign of charitable soul. We know what has to happen. We know what has to be done. To do what has to be done and to make things happen the way it has to be, that is charitable soul. And to stop everything that should not be done and to stop everything that should not happen is a charitable soul. Bab Dada receives such stories from many children every day. When they speak, they tell a story in such an interesting way that one keeps listening. And some of you have a habit of creating long stories, and others tell short stories, but you tell many stories. Today it is the last dip of this year's meeting. After all of you have come for a dip, people go for a holy rivers. For what? To take a holy dip. So Baba is reminding us, you all have come for the last dip of this year's season. All of you have come for a dip, have you not? On the path of devotion, when they take a last dip, they definitely have one thought or another. They either sacrifice something or they have some selfish motive. They have both types of thought. During the year of tapasya, have the thought throughout the day, with my thoughts, with my words, and with my deeds, I will be a charitable soul and I shall perform charity. So Baba is teaching us in this year of tapasya, what should we, during the whole year of tapasya, Baba says, throughout the day, with my thoughts, words, and actions, I shall always be in the awareness that I am a charitable soul and I shall perform only charity. So you were just told about a sign of charity. The instant fruit of charity is that blessings are received from every soul and charity is accumulated in every thought. Charity is accumulated in every thought. It's not just that we are doing it, because whatever we are performing the action, we are having an accumulation as well. So Baba says, if you are performing actions of charity, then you are also accumulating the account of charity. So blessings are accumulated through your words, and thanks from everyone's heart should emerge for your cooperation in your relationships and connections. This is called as tapasya. What is tapasya? What is tapasya? Ooh, welcome, Brother Fatah. Om Shanti. So what is tapasya? Tapasya is accumulating the actions of charity with the awareness that I am the charitable soul. So Baba says that in this way, what happens is they are like you accumulate the blessings from everyone's mouth. What is the blessing from everyone's mouth? They say thank you. And what is the blessing from everyone's heart? They say everyone's heart gets, what does it emerge? Thank you for the cooperation. And the cooperation is in relations and connections. Now this is called tapasya. Such tapasya will become the basis for world transformation. You will receive a prize with such a result. So then don't tell any stories about what happened. So whatever we are doing, we will receive the result of it. So Baba says that you don't tell any stories. So you receive a prize with such a result. So then don't tell any stories about what happened. Actually, all the teachers should claim the first prize. Along with them, the Madhuban residents should also claim it. Why is it that the wave of Madhuban and the wave of the instrument teachers easily reach those in households and godly students? So all of you will claim a number ahead. It will now be seen those whose names come up from this prize. Will it be the names of the teachers, of the Madhuban residents, or of the godly students? Double foreigners too are making intense efforts. Bab-Dada has many prizes. Whoever wishes to claim them can do so. There is no lack of prizes. The treasure store is completely full. Acha, all of you have come to this gathering. Did you enjoy it or was there some difficulty? Did you enjoy? Is there any difficulty? So this gathering is very, very auspicious. And it happens every day in the morning when he comes to teach us Murli. So Baba says, is there any difficulty? The rain welcomed you. Somebody said it rained. Okay, the rain welcomed you. The rain is not an obstacle. It has welcomed you. For nature also has love for you. You know, it is said, this is an ancient thought, that if anybody come, if anybody, a charitable soul comes, then there's a lot of rains. Hmm? Bible says the rain welcomed you, for nature also has love for you. You know, when you come to a space, then it rains, means nature has love for you. So many people say, this rain spoil everything. Sometimes human beings think like this, but we should think in this way, wow, nature is loving me a lot. You didn't get frightened, did you? You get frightened with the rains. And when you get frightened, what you speak is not so good. You have received good Brahma Bhojan. Have you not? You are going to receive. You have been pushed around for 63 births and you have now found the destination. You at least have 3 square feet of land. Such a huge hall has been built, and so you increase the beauty of the hall. It's a huge hall in Madhuban. About 20,000 people can sit on chairs. 28,000 can sit without the chairs. This is a hall without pillars. Sister might remember. So this is a beautiful hall. Before this, Om Shanti Bhavan is 1991. Before then, that's also a pillarless hall where 5,000 people can sit comfortably. So these big halls, Bible says they have been made, and Bible says that you are beauty. You increase the beauty of the hall. So halls are there, chairs are there. But if people are not there, then what is the meaning of the empty chairs? Isn't it? The Bible says you increase the beauty of the hall. The hall is being used in a worthwhile way. There wasn't any difficulty, was there? However, this doesn't mean that you keep holding gatherings like this. The facilities also have to come with the creation. Facilities also has to come with the creation. Acha, to all the elevated souls who are children and so masters, to the charitable souls who constantly accumulate charity with in every step, to the special souls who are constantly seated on the heart throne and have a right to the throne of the world, to the souls who are master oceans of happiness and constantly give happiness and take happiness, to those children who are master bestowers and who remain constantly happy, giving happiness to everyone. Bab-Dada's love, remembrance, and namaste. Spiritual. Thank you, Baba. Bab-Dada speaking to Dadis. Bab-Dada saw that all the Maharatis did very good service from their hearts of making everyone powerful. And so there is no need for Baba to thank you, for you have accumulated a lot in your accounts. You have accumulated a very big account. Bab-Dada is more than multi-million times pleased to see the courage, zeal, and enthusiasm of the Mahavir children. You maintained courage, and the gathering remained constantly tied with a thread of love, and there was therefore success. The gathering is strong, is it not? The small story or the small rosary is strong. Bible says the rosary is though it is very small team serving very big group. Bible says this small rosary is very strong. And the bracelet is ready. The rosary is not ready. The bracelet, what does it mean? The bracelet is ready. Those who come in the bracelet are ever ready souls. They don't have any excuses or complaints. And the rosary is not ready. What is rosary? All the Brahmin souls who are coming into the clan of divine kingdom ओम शांति। आइए बैठना है क्लास में। अच्छा तो मीनल बेड उधर है। थैंक यू। हाँ नहीं वो नहीं जाएंगे आपको। हाँ हाँ दे रहे। The rosary is not ready, but the bracelet is ready. Is it not? मतलब those instruments souls for holding, taking care, they are ready. But the rosary is more important because everyone put together the Brahman rosary. Baba says it is not ready. Why the rosary is not ready when the Murli is for everyone?
What is the difference from rosary and the bracelet?
Bracelet are those instrument souls who are following the principles and the surveys and practices everything. In the rosary, what happens? Everyone comes in the rosary, not outsiders, but this is a Brahman rosary, especially the rosary of those souls who can come into golden age. So all those souls, they know everything, but they're not ready. That's why the rosary cannot be made. But the bracelet is made. What do you think, sister? Hmm? According to effort, yes. One is because the effort is, but everyone loves God and everyone, you are right very much. According to the effort, the rosary is not made because not everyone is making an equal proportion of effort. Hmm. So Baba says that the rosary is not ready, but the bracelet is ready, is it not? This is why even a small rosary also is worshipped sometimes. One is a bigger rosary, the other one is a small rosary. So this rosary is all about the souls. And God, the Supreme Soul, is also part of this rosary.
But Catholic and Muslims, they always carry the
Carry
rosary
rosary.
everywhere they go.
You're right. Even Christians have a rosary,
Yes.
and the Muslims call it as tasbih. They
Yes,
call it as
yes,
tasbih.
and the Catholic
And
Church.
they have rosary. And even Hindus, they have the Rudraksh. And the beads which are used are very auspicious. They are taken from a particular plant which has those Panchamukhi and
Some are Krishnas.
yeah, they use it. Not everywhere you get this type of Rudraksh beads, but when you don't get that bead, they use the beads of Tulsi, they use other different types of beads.
They make it available for BK, the
Yeah.
Brahmins too.
But we don't need rosary. Brahmins, we don't need rosary. We are, why? Good question. We are not into devotion to hold rosaries or to wear rosaries. We are becoming part of the eternal rosary. And in our memory, the effort what we are doing in entering into the rosary, that is the memorial. No, just kindly listen. Kindly listen. Whatever the rosary, the effort that we are making to enter into this rosary, this is the memorial. In our memory, they are having the rosaries and they are moving the rosaries, they are chanting the rosaries. We are now not chanting, but we are becoming what they are chanting. They are just chanting, they are not practicing anything else. We are practicing soul conscious. We are practicing the two things that Baba said, I am the child of God. I am the charitable soul. And so every action I perform shall be charity. So this is the conscious practices that we are doing. We don't move the rosary. We practice to be the bead of the rosary. So Baba says already the beads have been selected. We are the living beads and we are already selected. The bracelet is ready. They are the small rosary bracelet. They are called as small rosaries. That small rosaries is ready because they have come out of the clutches of the bondages of many vices anger, greed, lust, and all of that. But the bigger rosary is not yet been made. So let's listen what Baba is telling. The rosary is not ready, but the bracelet is ready, is it not? This is why even a small rosary is also worshipped. They worship rosaries. We are becoming a living rosary. Whatever we are doing, they are worshipping it. It is that they are worshipping our the memorial of our efforts. Brother Benjamin, sit here, I can't see you.
Okay.
Thank you. The big one is still being prepared. That will also be prepared. It has to be prepared. You were told that some of the beads are ready for the big rosary. You were told some of the beads are ready for the big rosary. There is a small margin for making the beads come together. Baba says the margin is very less. Why the big rosary is not ready? Actually, who are going to come into the big rosary is already being told. Everyone knows selections have been made, but there is a slight margin between the beads. The beads do not want to come together. So how can the rosary be made? You understand? So the small garland, come close, be together. The gathering, that's what Baba is all talking about, the gathering. So this gathering is so auspicious, so much respect and so much love should be there for the gathering. Sister is the first person to enter in the class. She's the one who never misses bhog. I don't understand how many have any importance for the bhog at the class. If the bhog is offered, she doesn't feel good. She can be annoyed on Baba also.
Well,
She says, I came and the bhog is already finished. You saw, yes, you were there for the bhog, yes. That's why I try to push it as much I can, where at least some people will come. So Baba says the small garland is being prepared very well. Because of this garland, there is easy success, and success is always garlanded around the neck of the beads of the garland. See, you should be constantly listening this Murli in a spiritual consciousness, then you will understand the truth about it. It's full of secrets. Baba uses rosary, it is not the physical rosary. Baba uses bracelet, it is not the physical bracelet that you wear in the hands. Everything is spiritual. So to understand this, the secret, the real meaning of this, we have to be in that consciousness, then we can pick up the truth which is underneath of this. So Baba says, it is good news, at least the small garland, the small rosary or the bracelet is ready. And it's because of them, there is easy success. And success is always garlanded around the neck of the beads of the garland. A tilak of victory is applied. Baba says, when there is garland of success around the neck, then the tilak of victory is applied. One is the beads, there's a success, the garland of success. Then it is a tilak of victory. Baba is pleased. Multi-million times congratulations. You are the instruments. And God is saying, you are the instruments. We don't need to move any rosary. If you want to decorate, okay, but it has nothing to do with your spiritual practices. Spiritual practice isn't badge. Badge is which speaks about what I'm doing, because in badge normally is there in schools. It has a logo, something which shows that what you're doing. And if somebody asks, normally, yes, what you said, people ask about my badge a lot, even in the flights. And there is easy service. So what is that you're wearing? Christians, they ask, are you cult? Are you Hindus? What are you? They ask. And so wonderful service happens. I said, we are not a cult, we are a university. Now, what is this? This is our logo. They are the angels from the heaven, and we aim to become like that. Oh, you believe in heaven? Yes. Do you believe in Jesus? Immediately they would ask, of course, I believe in Jesus. I believe in what Jesus believed in as well. Jesus always believed in his Father. Nobody believes in what he believes. So I believe and practice what he practiced. I'm practicing the same, I said. Jesus was a vegetarian, but no Christian is practicing vegetarian. Jesus was a celibate and pure. He's a vegetarian. But the Bibles have been tampered to an extent. Jesus only eats, not even rice. He ate only millets and he lived. Now, hardly people know what is millets. So I'm following Jesus, I say. So they listen and they say, wow, this is something interesting, they would say. So,
when you go like that, they will ask you too many questions.
too many questions here, everywhere.
Turn wine to water to wine, and fish to this. So many things.
So much of, I don't know what to say this, but people has rewritten Bible in their own convenience. I should use this word, convenience. Bible have been written in their own convenience. They like meat, fish. The added Jesus also ate, but there's no truth in it. You go to Jerusalem, where there is a holy place of Christians. You will not be served no meat, no fish, nothing. You will only serve cooked food, vegetarian food, and fruits. The archbishops, they come here, Bishop Fatari, he says, bring me your food. I said, yes, we will talk. No, first food. I said, what? He is so much that when I eat your food, I feel I'm in Jerusalem. Such an honor, isn't it? I feel so good when he feels that like that. So then sometimes he calls and he tells. Many a times he never calls, he just enters. He says, you should have called, I would have prepared. No, whatever it is, you give me.
Most of the reverends.
I said, wait.
The practice vegetarian.
Yeah.
Yes. Most of the
We're human beings. Look at our teeth, look at our stomach, look at our body. We are vegetarians by nature and by law and by spirituality, but we have really went to an extent of violence.
Sister, so when they go to Jerusalem, they didn't cook meat and fish.
No, it's not available there. They don't serve that. Bishop Fatare says, every year he goes to Jerusalem. And he says, when I eat food here, I feel I'm in Jerusalem. The same food, when he eats with a lot of love and happiness, and every spoon he says, same food, huh? Very good, sister. How did you make? He will ask, but he will forget immediately. And he says, you give us food, we don't want anything. He's the only bishop who doesn't expect money from us. He comes and give me food, that's it. Your food is okay for me. He will eat everything. He will not waste anything in the plate. I see some of the Brahmins also throwing food, but he doesn't waste anything in the plate. So every soul has, on the basis of their own understanding, they practice. And on the basis of their practice, they become bead of the rosary. Babdada is pleased. Multi-million times congratulations. Baba says, multi-million times congratulations. You are the instruments. The Father is Karan Karavan Har, the one who inspires to perform actions. Who are the ones who do it? Baba is Karavan Har, who inspires to perform the actions. But who are the one who is going to do it? It's a question Baba is asking. Yeah. Congratulations. Very slow. At least he spoke slowly. Nobody is speaking. Who are the ones who is going to do it?
Which is
One voice, two. Only two among so many?
All of us.
No. Speak only about yourself.
Okay.
Saying all of us is a sanskar of devotion.
Okay, I speak about myself.
You will do it.
I'm the instrument to do it. I'm the instrument.
Who will do it? If you do it, then you will become an instrument. So you will do it? Everyone? Not everyone. You also. Very cold voices. I know it is cold outside, but we're going to have a nice hot Brahma Bhojan. So you'll be more active, more enthusiasm. Baba is asking, who are the ones who is going to do it? You are the ones who are the instruments who do it. And the Father is the backbone. God is our backbone. We just need the courage to do it. If we can't do it, the little things, how are we going to attain the kingdom, the crown and throne of the future kingdom? The Father is the backbone. This is why it is very good. You have fulfilled the responsibility of love and sustenance very well. You remember these words? Baba says, this is why it is very good. Why? Because Father is our backbone. No matter what, He will help us, make us do righteous actions. We don't need to have any fear of whether we should do it or whether we can do it or not. But He is our backbone. If you have the faith, the invisible is the backbone, then you will not be under the influence of any impure environment or any impure actions. So Baba says, it's very good. You have fulfilled the responsibility. If you believe in this and do like that, then Baba said you have fulfilled your responsibility of love and sustenance very well. God is sustaining us. God's love and God's sustenance is Murli. And so by hearing Murli is not just hearing from one ear and leaving from the other. Hearing means healing, doing. So if you're doing, then Baba says you have fulfilled the responsibility of love. One is love, the other one is responsibility of love. They both are totally different. Everyone loves God in the world. You have how many millions and billions of population. Everyone loves God. Those who are atheists also, they believe in something. May not be on the name of God. Isn't it? Some supreme source, some supreme goodness. They don't say God. So everyone has love for goodness of God. But who will fulfill the responsibility of love? Who will fulfill? Who will fulfill? Again, you're devoting. Go, chant.
Say I.
I. That's it. Everyone should say I. I will do. I will do. When you say everyone, are you the creator of everyone? That you're taking responsibility of everyone's actions. And if they don't do, are you ready to take that burden that they are not doing? Knowingly what is right, they are not able to do. Will you take the burden of it? I am not interested. I will never take. You can never. Yeah, that's what I'm telling. The karma says they will take their burden. But why you are creating a karma with everyone? By telling that all of us, I am only responsible for my actions. We will come when we are all practicing the same thing. But in front of God, it's always I. Because it's a matter of commitment. It's in the class. Otherwise, when it is not the Murli class, then we together do everything, isn't it? So Baba says, it is good you have fulfilled the responsibility of love and sustenance very well. Acha, blessing. May you become an embodiment of success by receiving good fruit from the seeds of good thoughts. May you become an embodiment of success by receiving good fruit from the seeds of good thoughts. For souls who are embodiments of success, their every thought for themselves and others would be fruitful. You don't need to struggle to achieve success. For those souls who become embodiment of success, every thought that they create for themselves and for others, it is going to be fruitful. They receive success from every act they do. They don't struggle. No effort. They receive success in every act that they perform. The words they speak become practical, and this is why they are called true versions. Whatever they speak, they become practical, and that's why it is called as true versions. True version means this is nothing but truth. But truth is like fire. If you are not in soul conscious, it's very difficult to receive the truth. And all the more, on the name of truth, you will blame the person who is speaking truth. It's true, it is not easy to accept the truth. Truth is practical. So the words they speak become practical, and this is why they are called true version. Every thought, word, and action of souls who are embodiments of success will bring them success. So first we have to become an embodiment of success, then create a thought, then speak the word, then do any action. But first create that. So Baba says they will not be wasteful. If a seed of thoughts is very good, but the fruit that emerges from it is not good, then the land of determined dharana is not good. The land of determined dharana is not good, or something is lacking in their paying attention to it. You have put good seeds. In very good faith that you have put good seeds of thoughts, words, and actions. But the fruits that you are receiving, if it is not good, then what is the reason? Mama, the seed you sow is very good, but the fruit you are receiving is not so good. So what is the reason? So Baba says, sometimes it happens. Plenty seeds of okra I put. Twice I put. It's been since I come, I've been putting seeds every week, but none of the single seed is emerging.
It seems you don't wet it at the right.
So rains are also coming. The soil also is good, and we're putting manure as well. But something is there, isn't it? Some mistake is there, that's why it's not able to come, isn't it? So Baba says, when you put a right thought, right seed is there, right consciousness is there, but whatever you're receiving, the fruit of it is not very good. You're not enjoying the fruit.
Sometimes you don't wet it at the right time.
No, I'm not talking about the seed. It's about the thought and actions.
Okay.
Yeah. So what is it? See, for example, I did something for you in good faith.
Yes.
But you didn't feel good about it. You are not receiving any goodness. The fruit of what I did, you're not feeling good about it. So what is the reason? Baba says, if a seed of thoughts is very good, but the fruit that emerges from it is not good, then the land of determination, I need to check that I did in a good faith, but I'm not receiving the same goodness, which means my land. What is the land? Where is land? Which is called as land? Which is called as land? What is there within me? What is there within me? It's not in Murli. Brother Ben. What's there within me? Sister Pavitra?
Soul, center,
The
light.
soul. What is there in the soul? The mind,
Point
the
of light.
intellect, and the sanskars or resolves. The three things in the soul, that's called as land, and the basic land is intellect. Intellect is the place where you imbibe the system, the methods. So Baba says that the land of determined dharana is not good. You did good, your mouth was good, everything was good, but internally you are the land that has to be good, and that has to be determined, more determined dharana. And so then only because at that place something is lacking that you did not pay attention to, and that is the reason you're receiving. If you pay attention and be more determined about that goodness that you are giving, then it'll be more good. You receive good fruit as well. Slogan: if you want to be freed from waves of sorrow, perform every action as karma yogi. If you want to be freed from waves of sorrow, perform every action as a karma yogi. Who is a karma yogi? Who does yoga while performing karma. So any action, it is not necessary that when you're doing service in the center, whether it is physical service or service of mind, but whatever you're doing in the life from morning to evening, in the night, whatever, wherever we are, each and every action. Though we do it alone, but there's always somebody with us, isn't it? Who is that? Backbone? Who is that backbone? Who is with us? Baba. When Baba is our backbone, then why worry? I am an embodiment of success. And I've already, by thinking this, and number one, I'm a charitable soul. This particular thought itself will give you the tilak of victory. So a constant consciousness about who am I and whom do I belong to shall help us attain victory and success, complete success. Achha. Today is the third Sunday, and the thought which is being given for the World Meditation Day for 1 hour is especially at the time of having yoga. Be stable in your angelic stage. Be stable in your angelic form. And while touring around the world, do the service of giving light and might to all souls and to matter as well. Be firm in your angelic stage and tour around the world with your mind and intellect. Go around to different countries in the world. And you give Baba's Sakash over there. Give light and might. And while doing so, you also give the light and might to the matter. What is matter? The 5 elements of the nature is called as matter. And we have a senior most person in our class. Actually, we should clap and welcome him. Because I really enjoyed when they all were there. It was very nice interaction. The Murli was very powerful. But even now it is very powerful because of all your new souls. Welcome into the rosary. So what did Baba say today?
Baba says, give
sorrow.
and take happiness. Don't give sorrow and don't take sorrow.
Yes. Sister Pavitra.
Yeah, Baba said that don't take sorrow, take happiness, and when we perform actions, we don't feel anything. That's because we'll feel lightness, lightness in the mind, body,
Lightness in
and
the mind, body, words, and actions. When there is
actions.
lightness, then you charge others with your own light because there's a lot of heaviness in the atmosphere. People easily get heavy. With one word, they become like this. It's very easy to become heavy. And it is very easy to take sorrow. So Baba says, you don't take sorrow. If you go and complain God, because when you go to God, you complain, these people did like that, that one did like this. So Baba says, okay, they did, why did you take it? Whatever they did is okay, but why did you take it? This is what Baba is going to say. That was very interesting. They gave sorrow, but why did you take sorrow? It's not their work, it's an account that you have to go through. Nobody's job is there to give sorrow. Nobody is born to give sorrow. So we need to understand it's an account that we are going through. The beats are not coming close together because you are feeling others are bad, others are negative. But there are only 2 reasons why anybody is behaving in a negative way. Only 2 reasons. Can you specify what are the 2 reasons? Why can anybody be behaving negative with us? What are the 2 reasons, Brother Fatah? Number 1 is their sanskar. I already repeated this. Number 1 is their sanskar. It is their sanskar of doing it. So when they have that sanskar, then you cannot change them. So you just have to take it as a lump of poison and drink it and finish it off. And they will learn in their own way. Number 2 is account. That what you did in the past is returning back to you. So when it is returning, might as well accept it. Today Baba said, take sorrow with happiness. Accept the sorrow. Don't reject. You cannot reject. If you reject also, it will come back to you because you have to take it. The portion that you have given will return back to you, isn't it? So what goes around comes back to you. When you think it is karma, smile and receive it. Don't smile and reject it. The two things can happen. You smile and you reject it, or you smile or you receive it. Huh? First of all, he said, don't give sorrow, don't take sorrow. This is a slogan. But people practice only 50% of it. That they don't give sorrow, but certainly they take sorrow very easily from others' behavior, others' words, or anything.
They don't give,
Hmm?
so they don't want.
They
don't give so. So if somebody gives so.
When you give, you will get it. True. And but when you get it, accept it with this understanding, and then you will be happy.
But you cannot give it if you don't have it. Yeah, that is the best answer. You cannot give sorrow when you don't have it.
No, we cannot give sorrow when we don't have it, but others take sorrow. It's always those who give sorrow, they will not feel that they're giving sorrow. They never feel that they're giving sorrow. Only those who take sorrow will always feel that it is very sorrow.
That is why Baba says, my light is other people's lights, and give experience of happiness to others, to other people.
Yeah, give happiness to others. Yes. Be happy and give happiness. No, if you're not happy, you cannot give happiness to others. Yes.
Give them the experience.
True, very true.
Just
So, Pavitra, you were talking something.
no. Can I leave? That's what I
Yeah,
came to ask.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes, certainly, because
Yeah.
it's internet, so
And
anyone who's not connected online can take leave.
and then and then I think tomorrow and day after tomorrow I'll not be able to attend Murli class. I'm sorry for that. Since
Yes.
yeah, I'm just informing you prior so that
Sure.
yeah. But after that I will attend the class.
Sure, that will be nice. Good.
Mm. Thank you so much, sister.
And the Murli that you get, at least read once in a day when it is free, or
Yeah.
preferably in the morning, as you are not able to attend the Murli class tomorrow and day after. Read for yourself.
Yeah,
Thank you.
sure, sister.
Brother Leonard.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sister.
Om
Brother
Shanti.
Leonard, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, lovely. So what do you pick up from today's Murli?
Yes, Baba said that whatever action we take, we will take the reward of it. Whatever action, righteous act we do, we get the reward of it. And it's sustaining us to go as an instrument to go and do righteous action. Can you hear me? Hello? Can you hear me?
Okay, I can hear you very well.
Okay.
And also your brother Ben also is hearing, Brother Benjamin.
Yes, I heard when you welcome me.
Very good.
Yes.
So thank you. Have a nice day. We'll meet tomorrow in the Murli class at 8:30.